Alright, welcome guys. Welcome back to the channel again. Thank you for watching the last two videos. I hope you guys downloaded all the PDFs and everything because we worked super hard for that. Now with an understanding, you will notice a trend about what I was talking about. That is the reason theory is different thing, and proving that data was very important for me. I mean, I'm pretty sure a lot of people are just talking about simple stuff which they have not even gone through and proven that data. So I took time out of my busy schedule to make that data do the hard work, which I think a lot of people, those who are making content and stuff like that, should also do, just to prove more fact. And then what happens is that we could have combined all that stuff, right? So in today's video, it's going to be interesting because after all these 3 episodes, we are going to collectively gather those knowledge, and we are going to bring it to marketplace, because that's where that's where you're going to take all this knowledge to. So it's going to be live. I'm going to share my opinions by looking into some Pegas and stuff like that. And in that way, you get a one-on-one of this marketplace Menance. I call it a Menance because it is the price variation is just absurd. A lot of people do not even know what to buy, what not to buy, and hence I want to do this small guide for yourself, which Pega, according to our stats and bringing all that stuff in our stats, will be better for you in marketplace and stuff like that. Before we jump in, you have to figure out 2 stuff. Go to your assets and look into arsenal, whether you have a 0 breed and stuff like that or not. Having 0 breeds means that you can use this marketplace during the breeding event to breed another Pega, and where you can actually increase your arsenal. So that is one route. The second route is just to increase your arsenal, but the second route is more for people, those who have already ROI'd. Now I know I did not update the ROI thing yet because again, a lot of people will talk you about ROI just by jumping into it. Out here we take time because we go through a lot of analysis and stuff like that, and only then we are going to put ROI, and I'm going to make an updated sheet of that ROI that has been sitting there for a long time, but for that I have to go for like a 5 days kind of a thing. Alrighty, so first of all, and whenever you're doing any sort of marketplace or anything, go ahead and download this extension, which is a page refresher, so that you do not waste time in like checking Pegas and everything. Again, can race, can breed is 2 other options that you can select from. So you can literally go ahead and select whether you want to breed or not. So that's your part. I do not talk a lot about breed because breed is a different arena, and there is a big strategy in breeding, and I usually do not talk about it. For that, you have other channels that you can go to. I think Techado has got a lot of videos where he talks about breed. You can drop into his channel and understand his breeding strategies. So what we are going to do is that we are going to go for can race or cannot race. Now, make one thing very clear, that before you jump in, open up a calculator. Just because we didn't make the ROI yet, you see this chart on the top left corner where I've been showing you the lowest and everything. In this chart, let me share you one stuff. In this chart, on the lowest, if you go for the lowest of the lowest, it was around about 0.036 or 0.046, but the lowest is 0.036. So here, how this you are going to decide on ROI. So for example, this is a very simple calculation, but again, ROIs will be dynamic, which means you can get your ROI way faster, but your last date of your ROI, or like what will be the like this, after this you should have ROI kind of a scenario. So for example, your investment is $100 and this is you want to buy 2 Pegas. On an average, if you're picking up a good Pega, which is 20 to 25%, on an average that Pega should give you round about 500 vis. So 500 vis, no, not 500, 250 vis. take that on an average. How do I know this? I know this by going to my sheets and tracking my Pegas, which again, a lot of people should start doing this, because in that way you can actually find it out. So this is my April mint. A 20%er on an average is going to give you like 250. Sometimes it's 450, sometimes it varies, but on an average it will get like 250. So our main motto is to pick up something which is a 20 to 25%er, so that they are good. Again, anything above it is going to get you super fast kind of an ROI. So at first, let's see. At first, we are going to understand how to pick up a Pega. Okay, so I am going to narrate my thoughts when I am trying to see a Pega. You will try to correlate to your thoughts and try to understand why am I seeing this Pega, and later on I'm going to say it too. So 139 is too steep of a price to pay. Because your ROI will be super deferred, and these are not at all good stats to pay 150 bucks. So let's see this. In this page, can we get something that is juicy? That is juicy. That's epic, so that is the reason it's 900 USDT. I am going to go for all rather than selecting this one. So 864, not a bad Pega. For 82 bucks, not a bad Pega, but I'm going to stop this because we're just saying 864, but you will see this should be above 7 and this should have been above 7. This would have been a juicy Pega if this was above 7 or so like that. Why? Because 4 means that it's still low. So that 864, my main concerns will be speed, strength, wind, fire, or I can go for higher strength, little bit low speed, like less than 3 speed, and very less lightning or water. And we are going to show you why is it so, because you'll see some Pegas will drop in this marketplace with amazing prices and everything. So 755, good for breeding probably for 69 bucks, but for 69 bucks, if you have 2 zero breeds, you can already breed 2. So we'll put this back again. Remember this, these are through all combined knowledge of what we have been showing in the channel. And, like we have been discussing, all the materials are available for download in PDF format and stuff like that. 554, 557, this is not going to be a good Pega. This probably will drop down to like 10 to 15%, but it's a zero breed. And if you have another zero breed, you're just wasting. For like 20 bucks, you're just getting another Pega. Like 30 bucks, you're actually getting another Pega, according to like today's chart, which is 0.000586. So that is something that we need to think about. Let's see if we can get some juicy Pegas coming in. It's very hard to see juicy Pegas. Pegas that will have a very high, 3 attributes that are very high, 3 attributes that are very low. That's the ideal combo. Come on. Let's see this live. We are not stopping. We are watching this together. I know it's 8 minutes, but sometimes you have to waste an hour just to get something juicy. Something like this, like watch this guy actually. Hold on a second. Something like this is an 18%er. Why? Because more or less all of his stats are very, very high. So the juiciest the Pega, which means higher the win percent, faster is your return. Because you have to understand, you're trying to ROI on a place where, or at a time when VIS is nearly on its all-time low. It has not even touched its 0.1, which it should have by now, but let's see. So your minimum investment should be low, but it should be precise. That's what we are thinking about. I am not seeing very good Pegas yet. I'm just going to prove a point at first. I'm not seeing those juicy Pegas. What I want to say is something like this. Watch this. Something very similar to this. Like, for example, very high fire, very high water, and good amount of strength. 25%er, okay? And then we have this guy out here. you will see 6, 6, 7. It's a 36 percenter. While as all the other components are super low. So higher 3 component, super low the rest 3, which is less than 3 actually, to be honest. So we are looking into something like that. Very high. These floor peggers, to ROI on floor peggers, it's going to be hard. But as a matter of fact, for 40 or 50 bucks, something that makes sense would be something like this. High strength, high wind, high fire. This is a 26 percenter. Your ROI is not that far away. Okay, so something like that, but it's able to race. Otherwise, you add another 8 days if there is a cooldown and stuff like that. Very hard in marketplace. Sometimes I waste. I analyze these by waiting for 1 or 2 hours. Before we used to do something productive. Now I'm just doing this alone. So 800 at 10, it's just over bloated. For a 13 percenter, why would you do this? Why would you pay 810 bucks? I mean, that guy probably is going to sleep, and he thinks that if he gets a jackpot, it's a jackpot. Watch this. This is a good Pega. Hold on. And he knows that this is a good Pega because it's a 48 percenter. Watch this. Speed 7, water 9, fire 9. So you divide the sets right in the middle. And this is what we were talking about in that last video. You have to divide this set of data into 3. Speed and strength matters the most. So you get either of them very high, and the rest 2 attributes can come from water and fire. That can come from from the rest. Now what's this? This has 202 races, 48 percenter. But for 700 bucks, that ROI is way gone, dude. That ROI is way gone. So at least we have established a theory out here that what you have to pick. Now this is a very good Pega also, except that the fire is very small. 4% fire is not that good. $664, this guy is going crazy. $1,000. You cannot ROI in that. These are my thoughts, okay? I'm not criticizing anything or anybody. These are my thoughts when I pick up. So you're trying to understand my thoughts when I'm trying to pick up a Pega. Ooh. Oh no. Yeah, it has only 2 attributes, which are 6. If this would have been, each attribute would have been like at least 8. That was a 50 percenter for sure. But it's not happening. So let's start this again. This actually is very interesting because then you're after not only you're watching into those, you're also watching into breed counts and everything, and that refresh actually helps because you're competing with the bots. Otherwise, bots will quickly snipe that, and you will not even have a chance. March Madness. This is a good Pega, guys. This is a very, very good Pega. It's a second breed. It has only 60 races. This is 6, 9, 8. This is going to be a 26 to 27 percenter. But if the price was 50 bucks, it would have been good. So that's what you're looking into. 50, 60 bucks is actually good for the price. Now, how can you double confirm what is the floor price and everything, right? So I hope you know about this, and I hope you know that you need to check your apollo.pegaxy.io, and you see this floor prices. These are floor prices. So if 40 is your floor price, 50 to 55 should be a good Pega, because that's how back in the days things were. Mm, 558. This would have been a good Pega if it everything was like above 7. This is a juicy Pega. You see that it's coming up. People are trying to buy it and trying to put at 450 because they know that this is a juicy Pega. Very high speed, very high water, very high. No, hold on. What am I talking? Water is only 6 and fire is only 6. 7 is my threshold according to my stats and everything. So yeah, I'm not spending 450. I'm not spending 450 on that. 5, 8, 9. Oh, where is we? Where is this? Okay. Oh. Not a bad Pega. Not a bad Pega. See, 31%er. Why? Because what's this? Speed, wind, water. They are super high while the rest is super low. Alrighty, guys, so I'm not going to bore you guys by trying to get you try to buy a Pega right now, but you understood what are my thoughts whenever I buy Pegas. From day one, we have been doing this in the channel, where I always knew that buying a Pega that is having everything like same, all the components same, basically the algorithm will not pick that up. Algorithm will pick up Pegas that has stronger attributes that correlates to track attributes, and that's what matters whenever you're picking up a Pega. Before you pick up a Pega, go to Pegaxy Apollo, try to find out what is the floor price, and make yourself a 10 to 15 USDT cap above the floor price. If you are buying a Pega standing today, which is 7th of April, for $600-700, which is over bloated, your ROI is going to be super late. Remember that. Because a 31 to 36%er, yes, these are good. They give you 600 vis. And if you compare that, if you go out here and you do 600 vis, in 30 days, you're getting 18,000 VIX, which is multiplied by 00. I mean, right now it's 5.8, but I will still do 3.9. That's the floor. You're making $70. And if you have paid 400, you divide that with $70. It's taking you 5 months to get your money back on this one. So, whereas for 400, you could have got each Pegas that make 250. For 400, I mean, literally you could have got if you snipe it properly and you're not in a rush, you could have got how many Pegas? If 39 is 1. Yeah, you could have you could have made probably 6 Pegas for 400. And if 6 Pegas give you an average of 250, that's 1,500 vis daily. And you multiply that with 30, that's 45,000 daily. Multiply that with the lowest it has ever gone, that's $175 daily. And if you divide your 400 minus 175, that's 400 divided by 175. That's basically 2 months. So would you rather pick up a 30% for $400, or would you pick up 5 Pegas or 6 Pegas for $400 with good amount of stats, the stats that we talked about, not the overall stats or anything, the ones that were put in this channel? You're still getting your ROI fast. That's what I meant to say. So that's how you snipe your horses or snipe your Pegas in Pegaxy Marketplace. Marketplace is a Menance. I know a lot of YouTubers are even talking about this. I see them posting on that stuff. And I was about to share this, but before I share anything, I have a proof of theory. For me, it's very critical to have that proof of theory. And that proof of theory lies in our description. Now remember this, guys, it doesn't matter whether you like this presentation or not. Obviously, it's appreciated that if you put that like out there. But what matters is that you can go and follow our socials and Twitter and you would say Instagram. Just follow those because I usually update my Twitter much actually faster than my Instagram because I keep them kind of separate. So I would highly appreciate if you can follow on Twitters, because that's what matters for me right now, standing in 2022. That will be all. Adios. Take care. See you guys on another episode very soon. Goodbye.